Hello guys, good evening. So our topic that I will discuss tonight is on the parametric test Pearson R. And these are the contents of this learning material. Introduction, Pearson R coefficient, which I will tackle two problems, but I will just discuss one problem because the first problem is almost the same also with the second problem. Okay, and these are the learning objectives of this learning material. Number one, manifest knowledge and skills on the principles and concepts of Person R, then solve problems involving Person R po. So the parametric test that we are discussing are very important in our research subject because we can use these different parametric tests in interpreting the result of our data. Okay, so as an overview, this chapter discusses the parametric test, specifically the Person R. And from this learning material, the Person R is discussed in a step-by-step manner. Okay, now let's go to the different formulas involved in the Person R. First, as much as possible, you should know how to compute for the means, the x and y. So for the mean of x, summation of the data divided by n. For mean of y, summation of the data divided by n. So for the standard deviation of x and y, so square root of summation of x. So let's see from the book where I got the data. Summation of x squared divided by n minus 1 minus, look, open parenthesis, summation of x squared divided by n, open parenthesis, n minus 1 for the standard deviation of x. So what you need to do is to substitute only y for the standard deviation for y. So for correlation, how to compute summation of xy over n minus the product of x and mean of x and y divided by the standard deviation of x and y. For the computation of degrees of freedom, so n minus 2 for solve the test for significance for R. So P equals the correlation square root of n minus 1 divided by the square root of 1 minus r squared. Okay, so let's go to the problem. A researcher wishes to determine if there is a significant relationship that exists between the weight and length of milkfish cultured in the backyard fish pond using breed meal as supplemental feed po. So sa paggamit daw ng breed meal po, maapektuhan po ba ang weight and length of milkfish? So there are 15 milkfish under study. The data are reflected in the table 1. And these are the different data po of the different milkfish po. Yan po siya. So kulang po ng isa. May typographical po ito. Okay? So condition, test if there is no significant relationship between the weight and length of milkfish cultured in the backyard fish pond using the breed meal as supplemental feed. Use 5% significance level. The problem is meron po ba daw significant relationship between the weight and length of milkfish sa pagpapakain po ng breed meal as supplemental feed. Variables and dependent variable, so again the kinakain, the breed meal, and the dependent variables are the changes in weight and length among milkfish. Instrument weight and the length will be recorded. Null hypothesis, there is no significant relationship. Alternative, meron. Critical value 5% with 13 degrees of freedom. Test statistics na ginamit of Person R. First, you need to reconstruct the table leading to the application of Pearson R. Ayan po siya. Second, so for the means, so nasolve na natin po yung mean ng X and Y based on the table po above. So for the standard deviation, so we need to substitute the numbers here to get the standard deviation po. So summation of the X, ito po siya, square root, and minus 1, 15 minus 1, minus the summation of X squared, yan, divided by N, then N minus 1. 11 point, what's that? Let's see. Okay po. So X squared po ito po siya. Yung isa is summation of X lang po ito. Then you need to square po. So 58 po yan. The same with this one, except for Y po siya. Then so for the correlation, summation of XY, so meron kanina sa third column. Then over N minus the mean of X and Y, yung product po nila. Minus the product of the standard deviation of X and Y, and you can get 0.864. Computation of degrees of freedom, N minus 2, 15 minus 2 equals 30. Solve the test of significance for R. So R square root of N minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus R, what's that, squared. Then you can get 6.181. Ayan po siya. So this is the tabular representation of the data we gathered po. Okay? We gathered and computed. So DF, degree of freedom is 13, computed R value is 0.864, computed T value is 6.181, and the tabular T value based on the critical value is 2.160. Since mas mataas po ang computed T value, we need to reject the null hypothesis. So interpretation, there is a significant difference po between the weight and length using the breed meal as supplemental feed. Same lang po yung example number 2. What I mean, the procedures po to come up with the correct tabular presentation. So I hope naintindihan po natin ang lesson na ito, and I hope nasagutan po natin ang application and quiz that I give po. Again, maraming salamat po, and God bless.